working in local authorities in England and Wales as a social worker specialising in children and families involves various roles and responsibilities. For newcomers to social work with children, it might be daunting not knowing how the system works. Here's a guide to some of the key roles you might encounter as a newcomer. Please note that social work is more specialised in England and Wales, if not in all UK nations. 1. Children's social worker. This is the primary role, responsible for assessing and supporting children who are in need or at risk of harm. Social workers in this role work closely with families to ensure the well-being and safety of children. These roles will usually be in different teams like multi-agency safeguarding hub MASH, referral and assessment teams, safeguarding teams, etc. You will be allocated to work with a caseload of children. 2. Child protection social worker. These social workers specialize in cases involving child protection concerns, such as abuse or neglect. They conduct investigations, assessments, and create intervention plans to safeguard children. As stated earlier, in such a role, you will be in a safeguarding team dealing with child in need. Child protection and public law outline cases, etc. 3. Fostering and adoption social worker. This role involves assessing, training, and supporting foster and adoptive families. Social workers help match children with suitable caregivers and provide ongoing support to these families. 4. Family support worker. Family support workers provide practical assistance and guidance to families in need, helping them access services and resources to improve their well-being and parenting skills. Some social workers work in early help teams, and some also prefer to work in non-statutory roles as family support workers. 5. Youth justice social worker. Social workers in this role work with young offenders, aiming to prevent re-offending by addressing underlying issues, providing support, and coordinating rehabilitation programs. Some call these youth offending service workers, where you work with children in conflict with the law implementing diversion programs. 6. Children with disabilities social worker. These professionals specialize in supporting families with children who have disabilities. They help access specialized services, funding and resources to enhance the child's quality of life. There is also a safeguarding role to be played when you are a social worker in a Children with Disabilities Team 7. Looked after children social worker. Looked after children are those in the care of the local authority. Social workers in this role oversee their care, including placement, education, and health needs. You will also work closely with a family finding social worker in cases where the care plan for the child is adoption. This requires a lot of travelling, as children looked after by the local authority can be placed anywhere in England, Wales, or even in Scotland. You will need to be mobile and be able to visit them regularly. 8. Child and family therapist. Some social workers specialise in providing therapeutic interventions for children and families dealing with emotional or psychological issues. This is for mostly double-trained social workers who are also trained family therapists. It's more specialised than you can imagine. 9. Early intervention social worker. Focused on prevention, these social workers work with families to address concerns before they escalate, offering support and guidance to improve family dynamics. It's usually a non-statutory role, but remember, safeguarding children is everyone's business. Hence, you may still be found playing a safeguarding role and escalating cases to a safeguarding team. 10. Independent Reviewing Officer IRO. IROs are responsible for ensuring that the care plans for looked after children are effectively implemented and reviewed. They act independently to safeguard the child's best interests. 11. Child Protection Conference Chair. These professionals lead child protection conferences where decisions about a child's safety and welfare are made. They ensure that all relevant parties are involved and contribute to the decision-making process. 12. Advisory and Support Social Worker. Some local authorities have advisory roles, where social workers provide expert guidance to other professionals and agencies involved in child protection cases. This is an all-encompassing role, which will include consultant social workers, principal social workers, assessing social workers, etc. The list is endless. It's essential for newcomers to engage in thorough training, supervision, and continuous professional development to excel in their chosen role within the complex and ever-evolving field of children and families social work in England and Wales. Additionally, staying up to date with local policies and procedures is crucial to delivering effective support to families and children.